Hi there, welcome to Most Buffalo. I'm Lauren Hall, and this half hour we are taking you to the West Side Bazaar, where a new Puerto Rican restaurant is serving up Latin flavor. Plus, we'll share how you can give back to local families with babies at home. All of that when Jen joins me a little later on. But first, if you're looking for some holiday cheer, the Holly and Hops Holiday Market has you covered. From Santa to live music and dozens of vendors, there is plenty to check out this weekend at Seneca One. Joining us in studio right now is Tom Whitmarsh of the Western New York Beer Trail and Anthony Marsciullo, owner of Buffalo Gift Emporium. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks for having us.
And Anthony, why don't we start with you? Tell us about the Buffalo Gift Emporium and how the idea for this market came about.
Yeah, Buffalo Gift Emporium, we have 2 retail locations in Tonawanda and in Williamsville. We also host over 150 small local businesses selling Buffalo-themed merchandise. Our stores are filled, hustling and bustling with Christmas shoppers right now. Obviously, our Buffalo football teams are doing great. So just shoppers are coming out in full force to the stores. We are so excited about the event to partner up with Tom, who's also in the store, owner of Western New York Beer Trail, which is a super popular item right now, in an effort to support local, 2 local businesses teaming up together to host a holiday festive, family-friendly event. No brainer.
And again, this is on Saturday at Seneca One. So what are all the details, Tom?
Yeah, so we'll be at Seneca One Tower on Saturday from 10 to 5. Free admission. 55 vendors. We have a performance by Cammie Clooney, Visit with Santa Claus.
The Boulevard Mall Bears.
Boulevard
Great
Mall.
chance to go see them if you can't get down during the week.
Refurbished.
Yeah. And why is it a good place to go? Why is it a good place to shop for an event like this?
Yeah, we've got a lot of great vendors, a full mix of items to shop from: gifts, decor, jewelry, desserts, all sorts of things. One-stop shopping, and we're going to make it pretty festive and have a great time.
Yeah, and as we get closer to the holiday next week coming up with Christmas, and those shipping times might not be working out so much if you're trying to online shop, so better to just do it in person at this point. Anthony, you working with all these vendors in the shop and now with this event too, what do you think about just this explosion of these holiday markets and all of the support for the local vendors right now in the small businesses?
I think there's a rejuvenation of how do we support local vendors, right? And this is just another great example of how the community comes together, supports locals. What I love about this most often is that you're going to find unique items, right? Big box retailers, mass produced, these are one-of-a-kind items. Folks, you won't find a lot of these items anywhere else. And just the support of local, your neighbors. Some of your neighbors are entrepreneurs out there in Western New York. And so come support them. You know, honestly, Seneca One is a beautiful building, right? And so to create a festive shopping environment, from live music to Santa to a festive drink while you're shopping and supporting your neighbors, it's a win-win.
Yeah, we have to ask the beer trail guy. The bar will be open, right? You can get a drink while you're there.
Yeah, the bar will be open. Holiday-themed cocktails, Bloody Marys. Other half, Buffalo, is our brewing partner for this, so they will have an interactive display with tastings, hop identification, all sorts of fun going on with them. So we're really looking forward to that part too.
And real quick, what is the Western New York Beer Trail? We know you're one of the vendors as well.
Yeah, Western New York Beer Trail. I've been doing it for 5 years now. I work with nearly 80 locations, breweries, meaderies, tap rooms, things like that, to do a beer passport and encourage customers to frequent these locations, and again, supporting local small business and doing everything we can on that end.
Great gift for a beer lover.
Exactly.
Or a bar lover. Where can people go for more information if they want to know more about the vendors or just check times and information?
Yep. Go to our Facebook event page, Holly and Hops Holiday Market. All of the vendors are listed there, and all the details, timing of the performances, and everything that's going on.
And what's your advice for parking?
The parking ramp at Washington and Exchange Street, you can park right up there on the 3rd level, use the footbridge to come across to the base of Seneca One Tower.
Good tip. Thank you so much, Tom and Anthony. We appreciate it. Holly and Hops is again happening at Seneca One on Saturday, and it's time now to go out to eat. And as it gets colder outside, the West Side Bazaar is warming things up with some fresh tropical flavors. Check it out.
Well, my name is Chef G. Everybody knows me by Chef G. My name is Gerardo Guzman. I'm the chef and owner of La Cocina de Titi restaurant.
The newest restaurant at the Westside Bazaar is bringing authentic flavors of Puerto Rico to Niagara Street.
We try to give you a variety of everything. Everything is that we do in Puerto Rico. Our juices are natural, coming from Puerto Rico, so we can give you that 100% authenticity from Puerto Rico.
The restaurant offers a menu of Puerto Rican staples during the week.
So these are our beef and cheese pastelito. They're stuffed from one corner to another. That's our shredded chicken. These are the panderos, which is our salted cut fritters. Then you got the fried cheese with the guava coconut glaze. This is a chicken thigh grill with a tropical sauce. The mofongo, which is you saw us making it.
And on Fridays and Saturdays, they feature more upscale a la carte options.
We got the seafood salad, which is shrimp, conch, and octopus. Then you got the fried plantains. You got the skirt steak with the manposteado. And then you got the cuatro leches.
It's the signature dessert from Chef G's wife, Romy, who runs her Scratch Bakery out of the same booth.
You always hear about tres leches, and it's like tres leches, tres leches. We have to take that one to another level, so that's why we add one more milk and other ingredients, secret ingredients.
The joint businesses will celebrate their grand opening on Saturday with a Puerto Rican-style Christmas party.
Santa Claus is gonna be here with the Titi. They're gonna be giving gifts to the first 50 kids. We're gonna have live bomba, so you can feel what we do in Puerto Rico when it gets to this time of the year.
The celebration starts at 12:30, and the Westside Bazaar is regularly open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 8.
We're just here to kill those cravings. You know, everybody's craving Puerto Rican food. That's what we got here.
And from new flavors at the Westside Bazaar to new brews at a Bills game, it's hard to believe there are only 2 games left at the old Highmark Stadium. To get ready for the regular season finale, the Bills are teaming up with Bud Light on a limited edition Blizzard Brew, a nod to the Bills Mafia tradition of the fans shoveling snow out of the stands. The team says the beer is brewed with snow that fell into Highmark Stadium. The Blizzard Brew will be ready for the final home game, available at retailers across Western New York. Here with Jen now. There's so much to unpack there.
Yeah.
It's almost the last game at the stadium.
It's like bittersweet.
It is. And at the new stadium, the stands will be covered by the little rim on the roof
so
there.
You might not get as much snow.
Yeah.
Maybe not much at all.
So that is such a tradition. I mean, growing up in this area, you always hear about when Orchard Park gets a lot of snow, the fans going to shovel snow. It used to, I think, be
like
$10 an hour. Now it's $20 an hour. I know. And now that'll be something that we'll just tell our kids about.
It'll be in the past.
It'll be in the past. But I bet that beer's pretty good. It's probably cold.
With the actual snow. I mean, I get that, because when you get like that perfect snow that's for slushies,
it's crisp.
You can actually make like real slushies from nature.
Right.
Which we'll do.
Or one of the Blizzard brews over it. Yeah.
A little extra.
Maybe if you're at the game watching it.
And speaking of the Bills, they have announced their uniform combo for Sunday's AFC East rivalry game. The Bills will wear white helmets, white jerseys, and blue pants when they face the New England Patriots. The team has lost several games and several looks this season, including, we remember the Nike rivalry's cold front uniforms, the all-white standing Buffalo throwbacks, their standard home uniforms, and the Stormtrooper design. Looking ahead for the regular season finale against the New York Jets, the Bills plan to wear their Super Bowl-era helmets from 1987 to 2001, making it the last home game at Highmark Stadium, as we were just talking about.
I love that. The blue pants, I know people have a lot of feelings about the blue pants. I don't know if they're considered lucky or not this season. They definitely stand out. But they did lose to the Patriots in those all-white jerseys, so I hope that's not, I don't know, maybe they're trying to brush it off or something.
I still can't believe there's only 2 left.
I know.
Well, the regular season.
Regular season. It's not looking good for them to host a playoff game, but
we're gonna ask Dan about that.
Yeah. Hey, this is always exciting every week. More exciting Bills news on Buffalo here on Most Buffalo. Josh Allen's weekly Billustration cap in auction that he does with New Era to support the Patricia Allen Fund at Oshai Children's Hospital closed out this week at a whopping $20,000. That is the highest bid of the season. This week's cap was designed by 3-year-old Ruby. I think that must be one of the youngest kids so far. She was born 6 weeks early and diagnosed with Weaver syndrome. She's faced every challenge in her life head on, hitting milestones, swimming, and spreading joy wherever she goes. Her cap celebrates her love for Josh Allen and the Bills with a heartfelt message across its colorful panels. I love her cap. And now she gets to say hers. I know. I think on the back it said, "I love Josh." Aww. And how cool she gets bragging rights that hers was auctioned for the most so far.
The top. You know, then that is one of the top designs, I think.
Yes.
Although all of them.
They've all been so great.
Yes. Yeah. And just, the effort that is put in for the whole thing. And I love the rainbow hearts too.
Me too. And the national attention that this has brought to, here in Buffalo, of course, we know now for years Josh's connection to Oshai with the Patricia Allen Fund and his connection with the kids there. Yeah. And I saw over the weekend they had a really nice, beautiful feature on ESPN about this program. Awesome. Yeah, and the kind of the national attention that it's brought to his connection and the way that he is so involved with the hospital is pretty cool to see too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that we're getting more attention than just for
and he could, again, he could wear anything walking into the stadium on game day, and that's what he chooses to wear and give his platform to. It's really cool.
And I love when they do, like, of course, when he's walking in with the hat, but then they have to go to the close-up because you got to see the design.
Yeah, you got to see the design close up. Yes.
The kids are doing. Okay, and here's some more good news on Most Buffalo. Christmas came early for some of the tiniest patients at Sisters of Charity Hospital who got a very special visit this week. Santa stopped by the NICU to take photos and spread holiday cheer to babies spending their first Christmas in the hospital. It was a special day for the nurses too, who got to reunite with a former patient.
It's more than a job. It's like building friendships. I feel like I'm still in communication with the family, and we have a close bond.
Santa had another surprise in his sleigh. These two NICU nurses were given the Daisy Award, a prestigious international recognition for nurses who go above and beyond with compassion and care. And you can see they do so much care. I just want to give her a hug. I just want to hold her. She looks so cuddly.
I know. And you can tell the bond that she has with her nurses. She's so comfortable.
That story, we were both like
yesterday, I needed the tissues. But yeah, we had Kelly Dedzik did a story about Lucy when she graduated from the NICU in late September. She had been there 4 months. She had open heart surgery, I believe, in Pittsburgh. And it's so great to see her back with her family. And she's bigger and she's doing great, it seems like. And thanks to those nurses who now have their Daisy Award to remember her by.
Right, yeah, and then the other babies you saw, I mean, they're just they're just adorable.
Yeah, really special.
Little
Yes. So much holiday happenings going on, and you got to take part in some holiday activities.
Ooh, yeah, it was a little busy weekend, but it was fun. But I'm definitely like trying to clear the calendar a little bit some of these weekends.
I know, you got to fit it all in.
Not possible right now.
Maybe we'll wait till January.
But yeah, over the weekend, we got, so you probably heard about the Nutcracker at Shays. So we went to the matinee over the weekend, and good seats, and it was a great show. And of course, the BPO does always fantastic job.
The BPO.
And then we also did, actually this was the weekend before, but wanted to throw this in here.
Look how pretty.
Didn't get to share it yet. But we went to a place in Akron. Normally we go south, like Boston Hills has a great area. Silver Creek has a whole bunch too, south, but we went inland to Akron to go get our tree. Normally we do our fake tree, but once in a while, we'll go out and get a fresh one.
And how's your tree doing now, a couple weeks later?
So far, so good. Guzzling the water.
Yeah,
guzzling the water.
Well, you've had to keep the heat on. We have had to. At least it's been so cold. You got to keep the heat on.
True.
We were at the other. So there were dueling Nutcrackers this past week.
Oh, yeah, right.
We went to the one at Shays, and Daisy got to be in the one at UB. This was the American Academy of Ballet Nutcracker. And Daisy got to be one of the baby bonbons in the Land of Sweets. So in their rendition of the Nutcracker for the marzipan number, some of the older dancers dance with babies, and Daisy got to be one of those ones, and she had a great time. I think she was the littlest one in the whole show.
And she was working on her wave, you said?
She was a little scared at the beginning, clapped by the end. Yes, and just loved, though, getting to be behind the scenes with all the girls, the teachers, all of the dancers were so nice and so welcoming to her, and it was a special night. Yeah, it was really special.
You could tell she's looking at something.
Oh, there was everything to look at. Yeah.
Wow, look at this, look at that.
Yeah.
Now, you were telling me before, did you do that same one? When
I did that same one. Yeah, not when I was a baby, but when growing up at other, by the time I was in some of the older roles. Yes,
and then Daisy got to do it.
And now Daisy got to do it as a baby. Yeah, she got her first one under her belt pretty early.
Yeah, really early. Probably the earliest you can do it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was really fun.
So fun.
Hopefully more to come, maybe next year.
Great
we'll
memories.
See. Yeah, and we have more to come here on Most Buffalo too. We will highlight some of the most interesting stories making headlines from this year's Person of the Year to a new law banning social media for teens. That and more when we come back right here on Most Buffalo. Back here on Most Buffalo, time for Mostly Interesting. Time Magazine, yeah, bringing it back. Time Magazine, this is always exciting every year. They name their Person of the Year, and this year it's not just one person. It's sometimes they do a group, sometimes they do a person. This year it's Architects of AI, the Architects of AI. So officials say at a time, 2025 was when artificial intelligence became part of everybody's life, affecting everything from the economy to schooling to business. This edition of the magazine will have two covers. One has letters under construction, the letters AI. The other one features tech titans, including Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. Also considered this year were Pope Leo, the first American Pope, President Trump, and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Time Magazine's annual tradition of naming a Person of the Year started in 1927, almost 100 years ago. They probably never could have predicted AI then.
I know, now it's like, 26, 27, it's 100 years.
Yes,
just seems
100
like,
years.
wow.
Yeah. And it does
Time
seem
flies.
like, I just think of a year ago today, I definitely am using it a lot more. A year ago today, I didn't have the app on my phone or on my computer or anything, and now it is something that we talk about all the time and that I do turn to a lot more.
It's definitely becoming
compared to
more and
2024.
more, just becoming more and more widestream.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Something that is how we'll remember this year.
Yeah,
in
and
a lot of ways.
it actually made me think of this too. Australia is making history, becoming the first country to completely ban social media for anyone under 16. The new law covers Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, X, etc. To enforce it, tech companies will use age verification, including AI face scans,
Interesting.
or document checks to make sure users are old enough. The Australian government says the move is to protect kids from harmful content and cyberbullying. Companies have promised to comply.
It's very interesting to see the entire country do this. I saw a video from the Prime Minister on the first day this went into effect, and he said, "Hello, children, it's your Prime Minister, and you can't be on social media anymore." I mean, they all are banning against it, and with so many things proven about the negatives about social media, mental health, and the way you can kind of become addicted to it. Yeah, it's a lot of documentation to that. So it's interesting to see what will follow from this.
What other countries,
states
will start to.
Yeah, and if this will kind of become the norm.
We shall see.
Yes,
we will bring it to you.
Yes, and it is interesting that how AI is helping enforce it. There's probably something about that. Yeah.
Little full circle moment for a little bit of that.
Definitely. Well, still to come on Most Buffalo, we're helping families in need this holiday season. We're highlighting a brand new diaper drive happening this weekend when we come back after this. Back now on Most Buffalo, and if you have babies or little ones at home, you know how expensive diapers are, and that is why the community is coming together this weekend to make sure that families have what they need. Joining us in studio is Maya Meredith of Babies for Buffalo. She's also the DEI engagement and content creator at Kaleida Health. Thanks for being here, Maya.
Hi.
And before we hear about Babies for Buffalo and the diaper drive, tell us a little bit about your work at Kaleida Health, specifically surrounding babies and moms.
Yes, so I am a new mom. I have an almost 2-year-old at home, and it changed my life completely. And so now my work at Kaleida Health is all about mamas and babies and the good work of DEI. So what we're doing this year is we made sure that all the lactation rooms site-wide, so that's Millard, Fillmore, Oshai, Children's Hospital, Buffalo General, and GVI had,
and there's your daughter.
had the proper accoutrements in their lactation room. So we had nice hand soaps, and we had a little teddy bear. We had a light to kind of stimulate that time so you can kind of remove yourself from your day-to-day work. We had little chapsticks and things just to make it just extra special.
Sure.
We also wanted to make sure that when employees were coming back home or back to work from being at home from maternity leave, that they were welcomed.
And how did you do that?
So we made sure that, they had those lactation packages. We made sure that if you register, that you would have a milk cooler. So if you are pumping and you need a place to store your milk, we gave you one and send it right to your office.
Yeah, and of course, having these spaces to pump at work is the law in New York State, but to go above and beyond like that and just make things a little bit more comfortable for the employees, can you just explain what the difference is there? And also for patients, sometimes you can use them too.
For patients too, yes. So we were finding at Kaleida Health that sometimes lactation spaces weren't nurtured the way they need to be. So we made sure they were clean. We made sure they had sinks that were working and they were in close proximity to bathrooms and things of that nature. But it's also so hard when you're coming back to work from maternity leave, your mind is racing. It's oftentimes you're trying to figure out, when can I go pump? So we had to just make sure that we had a launch to make sure that it was important for working moms and birthing peoples to know that they had a place to pump and that it was all inspired by the good work and the good stuff that we do every day.
Yeah, that's amazing, because when you can take care of yourself and your own baby, then they probably care for their patients better too, and the whole community benefits.
Absolutely.
So what about Babies for Buffalo? Tell us about this movement.
So Babies for Buffalo was born last month. I was watching the news and I said, you know what? With the SNAP and WIC cuts and the furloughs from the government shutdown, I just didn't want any families to have to choose between meals and diapers this holiday season. So what we're doing this Sunday, December 14th from 11 to 1 p.m., we are having a diaper drive, but it's also a giveaway. So if you are in need of diapers, you can come collect a box of diapers or two. We'll have diapers and wipes. And if you want to give and support, you can bring and drop off boxes of diapers right then and there. So the event will have music by DJ Jet. The first 30 people to collect diapers, we're a partnership with Wild Root, so they'll have a single rose to take home with them as well. And the first 30 people to donate diapers will have a complimentary glass of champagne from Meat and Eat Charcuterie.
And that's where this is taking place, right? In Larkinville.
Yes, in Larkinville.
Inside Meat and Eat Charcuterie. And it's on Sunday right before the Bills game.
Right before the Bills game. You won't miss a beat of the Bills game.
And can you bring your baby?
You can bring your baby. You can bring your family. We're going to have a good time. Join us. We're so excited to have you. We're just so excited to service all the families of Buffalo.
Any sizes of diapers or brands or anything you're looking for in particular?
All sizes of diapers. So what happens is if we have a surplus of diapers that day, we'll make sure that they are distributed within the community. So every bottom cover will receive some diapers, BPPM will receive diapers, and also the Family Justice Center. So you can bring any size. I know that there is a big need for sizes 4 through 6, but any size is welcome.
They go through them fast once they hit size 4, I found.
Yeah, me too.
Maya, where can people go for more information about Babies for Buffalo and the diaper drive?
So you can email me at maya.meredith.mm@gmail.com. Also, you can go on my Instagram, so that's at @SaintGrace_.
Thank you so much for telling us a little bit about the work that you're doing both at work and in the community, and sharing your daughter with us as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And the Niagara Falls City School District is making sure that hundreds of students have what they need, plus a little holiday cheer. This week, members of the group Little Grandma's Gifts delivered 300 bags of clothing and hygiene kits to the DeFrancesco Center. The donations will go to students experiencing homelessness. The district says these basics, which are items many take for granted, can have a significant difference for students who don't always have reliable access to these items.
I mean, this has been a tough year for everybody, right? And we need to make sure that you're helping people that need help, and you want the community to understand that there's people here to help them. There's people here that are willing to do that little bit for them.
Students also received a toy gift to keep in the spirit of the holidays. And families in Buffalo's University District also got some extra support this week. The Healthy Community Store Initiative hosted a grocery giveaway at a Fair Trade Food Mart on East Delavan Avenue, providing free bags of fresh, healthy food to neighbors. The initiative began as an effort to help corner store owners, bringing more fresh, healthy options to their shops and to give neighborhoods better access to nutritious food.
We want to tell folks healthy doesn't have to be difficult. You know, you go to your corner stores, some folks are used to seeing the pop and lottery and those kinds of things, but some of our local corner stores, we're bringing more than that. We're bringing fresh produce, we're bringing whole grain products, we're bringing healthy beverages, and so that's what we're all about today.
As part of the event, families also receive nutrition tips, recipe guides, and other resources to help make healthier meals at home. And don't forget, you can help those in need as well with the Tops Little Brown Bags of Hope. By donating just $5, $10, or $20 at the register, you can provide nutritious, non-perishable food to local families this holiday season. Each bag is distributed to hunger relief organizations across Western New York, and the campaign runs through Christmas Eve. And thank you to everyone that has donated to it so far, especially everyone that was involved in our Food to Families drive last week. Also, thanks for joining us today for Most Buffalo. We'll see you back here for another live show on Monday. You can always catch up on old episodes here on WGRZ+. Download on your TV and watch for free. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day and a great weekend.